What happens when you stop talking to a woman? Most men panic at the thought of going silent. They think, if I don't call her, if I don't text her, she'll forget me. She'll move on to someone else. But here's the truth. When you go silent, something shifts inside her. Your silence doesn't mean weakness. It's a display of strength. Today, I'm going to break down exactly what she feels, step by step, when you stop talking to her. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll understand why silence isn't about ignoring her. It's about controlling yourself. 1. At first, she feels relief. If you've been chasing her, blowing up her phone, or constantly seeking her attention, your silence feels like freedom to her. She thinks, finally, the pressure is gone. But don't get it twisted. This relief doesn't last. Relief quickly turns into emptiness because the attention she was used to suddenly disappears. And that absence becomes louder than your presence ever was. 2. Then comes confusion. At first, she feels calm, but soon she starts to wonder, why did he stop? What changed? Understand this. Women are used to men giving them endless attention. They expect it. So when you pull back, her ego gets hit. She starts checking your social media. She replays your last conversations. She notices little details she ignored before, and the confusion grows. She doesn't understand why you're no longer chasing her, because most men never stop. 3. She starts testing you. Silence is powerful, but only if you hold it. At some point, she'll test you. Maybe she sends a casual, "Hey, how have you been?" Maybe she reacts to your story or leaves a comment just to see if you'll respond. Here's where most men fail. They jump at the bait, proving they were just waiting for her. But the Stoic man? He doesn't break his silence out of weakness. He responds only when it aligns with his principles, not because she snapped her fingers. 4. She begins comparing you. Here's where things get interesting. When you stop talking, she starts noticing the difference between you and other men. Other guys flood her with attention. They beg, they chase, they overcompensate. But you're silent. You're in control. And that silence forces her to compare. She starts realizing that the very thing she thought she wanted, constant attention, doesn't feel as good as the mystery of your distance. 5. She starts to miss you in subtle ways. It doesn't hit her all at once, but little things start reminding her of you. A song, a place you went together, a phrase you used to say. This is when your silence becomes heavy. It lingers in her mind. Because you're no longer giving her attention, she has to supply it herself. She starts replaying old memories, filling the silence with thoughts of you. 6. She questions her own worth. This is the turning point. Your silence makes her ask, did I mean nothing to him? Why hasn't he reached out? Has he moved on to someone else? Understand this. Silence shifts the power dynamic. Instead of you questioning her feelings, she starts questioning her own value in your eyes. 7. Finally, she feels regret. When the silence lasts, the regret sets in. She remembers the times you were available, the effort you gave, the attention she didn't value. And now, with nothing but silence, she realizes something crucial. She didn't lose a man who chased her. She lost a man who could walk away. And in the end, that's the type of man women never forget. So what will a woman do when you stop talking to her? She'll feel relief, then confusion, then curiosity. She'll test you, compare you to other men, and finally, she'll regret losing the man who had the strength to stay silent. But here's the Stoic truth. Silence isn't a trick to get her back. Silence is the discipline of controlling your emotions. It's the power to walk away with dignity instead of begging for crumbs. Because when you master silence, you don't just win her respect, you win yourself. Stay calm, stay disciplined, stay stoic,